0.31 of a second behind his teammate Denny Hamlin.
All right, let's critique this lap, okay? Here comes your man, or here comes the cool kid, I should say.
This kid is pretty cool. You know, I couldn't imagine being in the position he's in, coming in with so much attention on him, being in that 24 car. But if anybody can handle it, it's Chase Elliott, and I'm excited for him, that team. And look at that lap. You see that, DW?
I'm watching, brother. I'm watching.
Chase Elliott's dad ran the fastest qualifying lap ever. One of 4 poles that Bill Elliott won here, tied for the most, as the 20-year-old from Dawsonville, Georgia, takes over the keys to the storied Jeff Gordon.
See, I can tell you talk to him.
I can
tell you talk to him.
He's running that lower
look
line.
where he is. He's right on that yellow line. And yesterday he was up a little bit.
He's a student. He listens. He pays attention. That's awesome. I love it.
Maybe you're a good coach.
Oh, this is looking really, really good here. This is going to be a heck of a lap. Looking at 1,400 faster.
Yeah, it might be in the 45.
46.03.
Good job, bud. Remember your brakes. Remember your brakes.
And that is fastest by 1/10.5 as Elliott will make his Daytona Sprint Cup debut next Sunday. Jamie?
What he said, and he took too long to get out next to the wall. I think he could have hopped out there a little quicker. Might have made a bit of a difference.
So here's the Napa Chevrolet, the number 24 for Chase Elliott of Dawsonville, Georgia. Now the 24 doesn't have quite the history of the number 3 at Daytona, but it started on pole twice, both with Jeff Gordon at the wheel.
And these next 3 cars, Chase Elliott, Matt Kenseth, and Dale Earnhardt Jr., to me, these are the cars that are really battling for this front row and for that pole position. We see Chase with a really nice pickup. This is the best pickup I've seen so far.
Yep.
Maybe that wide lane doesn't mean as much as we think it does.
I watched him. I thought, you know, I think he could have helped it a little bit there, buddy, if you'd have done that. That's what everybody else
I
been
didn't even
doing,
think he ran as high in 3 and 4 as I thought maybe he could have. Wow,
It's picking up.
Yeah, it's looking
good. And the Sprint Cup rookie, the 2014 Xfinity Series champion and runner-up last year, goes to the top, 45.84.
Wow, that's the fastest lap yet.
Good lap, buddy. We'll see.
Oh my gosh.
See where it shakes up. It was a nice pickup there.
Nice pickup.
I'd say
that was nearly
84. So.
That's Alan Gustafson talking to Chase, his crew chief. That was almost 0.2 seconds faster.
Okay, I figured it out.
Third for Earnhardt, 45.99. He is 2/100 slower than the first round.
Another rookie wins the
2016,
pole.
the youngest driver ever to start on the pole for the Daytona 500 is Chase Elliott.
Piece of cake.
He becomes the 6th Sunoco Rookie of the Year contender in history to win the pole for the Great American Race. Here is your front row for the 2016 Daytona 500 rookie Chase Elliott. Matt Kenseth on the front row, Chevrolet versus Toyota. At the front of the field, Chase Elliott is the youngest ever pole sitter for the Daytona 500. Your dad won the pole 4 times. Jeff Gordon won it twice in the 24. No pressure, right?
Man, this is a very, very cool day. I don't know that this opportunity is sunk in yet, much less sitting on the pole for the Daytona 500. So this is very, very cool. You know, I think the big thing is just the team, and you know, Daytona 500 qualifying is about the team guys and the effort they put into these cars, and it's nothing special I did. It's really just what kind of work they did this offseason to make it happen. So Jeff knows all about that, and just want to give a big thanks to Napa Auto Parts and all of our partners at HMS on this 24 car. This is very, very special and a great way to start the season.
Hey Chase, this is Jeff. Welcome to the 2016 Sprint Cup Series and the Daytona 500. Wow, what an incredible way to get it all started. I know you're going to give a lot of credit to that team for today, but from here on out, the driver is going to play a huge role. How do you get prepared to take this momentum into the duels on Thursday, into the Daytona 500? How do you become the youngest Daytona 500 winner in history?
Well, I think you know how special this group of guys is, and they do such a good job at all their jobs, and I'm very very fortunate to have the kind of group we do. But I think from here, I think I started last night and paying attention to that Sprint Unlimited, kind of watching to see what went on there, try to learn a couple things. I was able to watch from the spotter stand, so I think that was a good thing. I had a chance to go do and just kind of watch from up there and kind of get an idea of what Eddie's going to be looking at when he's making calls over the radio. So I think from here, just trying to understand the draft a little bit more. The duels, I think, will be a big eye-opener for me to try to learn this Cup side a little bit on the drafting, and hopefully we can go from there.
Hey, Chase, this is DW. Listen, you got to take it easy down there. It was hard for me to hold this guy down. I don't know who was more nervous, you or him. He said you were going to win the pole, and after that first go-round, he was getting a little nervous. But you came through for him. Great job by you and the team. And I know you're looking forward to the Daytona 500. What a great honor to start from the pole.
It is, Daryl, and I'm just so thankful for this opportunity. Opportunities like this don't come twice, and I certainly want to make the most of this one. This is very, very special, very, very cool way to start our 2016 season with HMS and the 24 car, and like I said, just very honored and blessed to be with the group of guys that we have. I think it's a special group. Alan and this entire team did such a good job on this car over this offseason, and we sure would like to have it to race on Sunday. It's awfully fast, so hopefully we can get through those duels and be smart.
Thank you, Chase. That's one of two spots locked in today. Hendrick Motorsports wins the pole. Matt Yoakum